Section 5 deals with representing JavaScript libraries. In this section, we'll look at what definition files are, then at how to write one, strong typing JavaScript libraries on the run, downloading and managing definition files, and finally, a video on included definition files. Now we move on to the first video of this section that deals with definition files. In this video, we're going to look at what definition files are, then at an example of compiling some of our TypeScript code to produce a definition file. While programming in TypeScript, we will come across times when we have to reference JavaScript code in our TypeScript files. There's a problem with this though. The compiler doesn't have any knowledge of this code, and so it thinks we're using undeclared identifiers. Supplying it the JavaScript file won't help. We have some options we can use to overcome this problem though. We can 1. Convert the JavaScript to TypeScript, or 2. Tell the TypeScript compiler about the JavaScript. In situations where we are the original code maintainers, it might make sense to convert the JavaScript to TypeScript. However, in situations where someone else is maintaining the JavaScript code, it more than often makes no sense to do this, unless we can convince the original code maintainer to start maintaining the code in TypeScript. The problem with converting JavaScript code to TypeScript when we don't maintain the code is that overall there are now 2 separate pieces of code to maintain, and it makes it difficult to take advantage of new changes the maintainer makes to the original JavaScript code. Additionally, it can sometimes be a lot of work to convert the JavaScript to TypeScript. In this section, we're not going to look at converting the JavaScript to TypeScript, and instead we'll focus on the second option of how we can tell the compiler about the JavaScript. So how do we tell the compiler about the JavaScript code? Well, it's quite simple, and it's to use a definition file. A definition file can be used to describe the structure and type information of JavaScript code. Put more simply, it describes the shape of JavaScript code so that we can use it with strong typing in TypeScript. A definition file also contains only a subset of TypeScript language features. Those language features being the only ones concerned with describing the shapes of objects. So because of this, definition files won't be compiled in the final JavaScript, as they are only used in helping compile other TypeScript code. To demonstrate a TypeScript definition file, we're going to work backwards from what we've been discussing and generate definition files from our TypeScript code. We've looked at number helper before. Its structure is quite simple. We have a class, and for this video we're only going to work with the formatAsCurrency static method. FormatAsCurrency accepts one number argument and returns a string. Let's compile just this file now. To do that, I'm going to open up the command line to the folder numberHelper is and compile numberHelper by running tsc numberhelper.ts -d for declaration, -m for module, then AMD. After it's done compiling, we can open up the generated definition file for numberHelper. It's created in the same folder with a similar file name, but it has the .d.ts extension, which means it's a TypeScript definition file. Let's take a look at this file. As you can see, this file contains the necessary information to provide the structure and type information of our compiled JavaScript. It has our class numberHelper, our static formatAsCurrency method, and it describes how formatAsCurrency takes one parameter called val, that's a number, and how it returns a string. So that's it. That's what a definition file looks like. In this video, we have learned about what a definition file is and how to generate definition files from our TypeScript code. In the next video, we're going to write a definition file from some existing JavaScript code.